Welcome back to Living the Fourth, where we look at practical ways to live out our faith. Remember, on the third day, Jesus rose from the dead, and it was just surreal. The disciples could barely believe it. On the fourth day, it's almost as if they rose from a dream, and life became real. Faith became real. I'm here today at St. Mary's University track, which brings back some great memories, not necessarily of this track, but of my own time in track and field. And in particular, brings back a memory of that last track meet that I ever ran as a high schooler. I remember getting out there, the finals for the 400-meter dash of the subsection track meet. And I knew I didn't have that much of a chance of making it to sections, but that's what I wanted. I didn't care about a medal. I could have gotten a medal. What I wanted was to go on to the section track meet. In order to do that, I had to cut off 3 or 4 seconds off of my best time ever. So what did I do? I tanked. I gave it my best shot. I left everything out there. I had no regrets. I didn't get a medal, but I was happy because I knew that I did what I wanted to. And something happened when I did that. Something changed within me. I started to feel something very different from any other time that I had ran, different from other activities that I had taken part in. And it reminded me a lot about a scene from the movie Chariots of Fire. In this movie, there's a man who is talking with his sister. And his sister is very worried because she wants him to come with her to China to be a missionary. And he tells his sister, "I know God made me for a purpose, and I know that I will go to China to be a missionary. But God also made me fast. And when I run, I feel God's pleasure in me." That's what we're looking for. When we talk about ways to live out our faith, it's not all rules and regulations. It's not all making sure you're living according to a specific standard. But it's living in relationship with God and letting God be pleased with you. Whatever it is that you do, whether it's running, whether it's painting, whether it's working, whether it's studying, experience God's pleasure within you. Experience how happy He is that you are His son, you are His daughter, and that He wants you to experience the fullness of life. I think many of us, when we get into different sports, when we get into different activities, there's something that clicks within us, something that changes. If only we could experience that all the time. Well, we can. It may not be always as exhilarating as that moment when we win something, when we get a personal record, but we can always experience God's pleasure within us. Let God love you. Let Him show you how dear you are to Him. So what do you say? Let's experience that pleasure. Let's let God see within us, love within us, and show His pleasure to us within us. Brian, I felt something, but I don't think it was God's pleasure. I think it was Mexican.